Welcome back to another Morgan Dollar Mondays with Massabesic Gold and Silver. This week we are going to be looking at the 1879 New Orleans Morgan Silver Dollar, so I hope you stick around for that. I am Dean with Massabesic Gold and Silver. Thank you so much for stopping in and checking out my channel. Out of all the channels on YouTube, you decided to see what I have to offer, which makes me exceptionally happy, and I hope you put lots in the comments letting me know what you think of this video and other videos that I have produced. So here it is, my new 1879 New Orleans Morgan Silver Dollar. Obviously, you can see here that this is a uncirculated dollar. But I want you to try to attempt to guess the grade on this coin. I was very happy to pick this up. I picked it up at a very reasonable price. And it does have a little bit of a hint of toning along the peripheral, which is kind of fun. Not the reason why I bought it, but definitely a bonus for me. I don't mind that little bit of toning. I know for some people they want to see the coin completely blast white, but I thought this was a good example. And if you had tuned in last week, you would have saw this coin when we talked about low-grade coins. This coin here obviously is in poor 1 condition, and it's been graded by NGC, and it has the green bean from CAC. And while I do a quick side-by-side comparison of these $2, I will share with you some words from Wayne Miller. The mintage on these is 2,887,000, and Wayne Miller writes, most 1879 New Orleans dollars are adequately struck with good luster. Bag marks tend to be heavy and are the primary deterrent in locating a gem. BU specimens are still readily available, according to Miller, although there is a tremendous demand for gem singles at Mint State 65 grade and above. These always appear to be available at a price, and I bet they are. Yes, so if you are looking for a higher grade 79.0, you will see a premium on these. The coin that I purchased here, this one here, this is actually quite nice. It is not a gem coin, obviously. You can see just as I turn it here in the light that this is not a Mint State 65 or above. But let's take a closer look at the surface area. Right off, we can see, because of the hair strands right above Liberty's ear, that this is a strongly struck coin. We can see that it's not so flat. We can see a lot of the strands there. So this is a nicely struck coin, which Miller pointed out that most of them are adequately struck with good luster. This coin does have some nice luster as well. One of the reasons why I was drawn to this coin. Also some nice little peripheral toning, which is a nice added bonus for me. Not the reason why I bought this coin, but definitely a nice added bonus. But we can see that there are a lot of marks on this coin, a lot of bag marks, which again, Miller pointed out that bag marks tend to be heavy on the 1879 New Orleans. And another fun fact about the 1879 New Orleans is that it is the first in the New Orleans Morgan Silver Dollar series. They did not mint an 1878 Morgan Silver Dollar at the New Orleans Mint. There is a story there, and I'll probably keep that for another video, but basically the long and short of it is the Civil War was the major factor. The Mint shut down during the Civil War, and it did not was not reopened until 1879 because it took a full year in 1878 to get the Mint repaired and ready to start producing Morgan Silver Dollars. And in 1879 they did. They obviously minted this coin, and it was after that the Morgan Silver Dollar was the predominant coin produced at the New Orleans Mint. But like I said, I'll be doing that in another video where we're going to talk about the New Orleans Mint. While we're looking at this coin here in the light, I wanted to share with you some more wisdom from Wayne Miller. He writes that the 1879 O is very common in AU condition. The reason is that the 1879 O, like the 1880 O, 81 O, and 82 O, were released into circulation in the New Orleans area in large quantities soon after striking. For reasons which have never been explained, these dollars were then gathered up after they had been lightly circulated, brought back to the mint, and resealed into mint bags. Mint-sealed bags of these dates often contain over 90% lightly circulated pieces, including a few dollars from the Philadelphia, San Francisco, or Carson City mints, which also happen to be circulating in the New Orleans area at the time of recall. Because of the predominance of the AU 1879 dollars. Always examine them carefully. Check the breast feathers for wear. Examine the field for the gray look, which is the first indication of wear on a silver dollar. And as you can see here in the fields, we don't have that gray look. We can see that there are no breaks in luster and that there is no wear on these coins, or on this coin, I should say. Telling us that this is a mint state coin. But I wanted to point that out because if you do collect raw coins and you do find yourself looking at a raw 1879 New Orleans Morgan silver dollar, make sure that you pay attention to the high points and the fields to make sure that you're not getting a AU coin. This coin is mint state 62. I don't think that's a big surprise for anyone. I think this could have been a mint state 63 if there weren't for a few larger bag marks on this coin. One is on the jaw line of Liberty's face. You can see that large one there. But the two big ones are right here up by states. You can see right here a large mark on the rim of the coin itself, and then right below the TAT of states, there's another large mark. Those two marks just brought this the grade down, in my opinion. Let's look at wear, though. Think about that. This is what the coin looks like after being in circulation for a couple decades. It just amazes me how fast these coins wore. Obviously, the poor coin here, the poor one coin that is, could have been into circulation for decades. I don't mean just a couple. I mean, 4, 5, 6 decades, maybe even longer, because they were used at the casino tables in Las Vegas, mostly in the slots, I should say, but they were used in that way. This coin may have been, maybe not, but anyway, it still fascinates me on how these coins wore over time. Well, everybody, I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I hope you keep coming back. And until we meet again, stay safe and continue to enjoy.